Hello everyone, my name is Amy. This is my gardening channel, Home Sweet Gardens. I'm going to do a quick run through an early spring garden tour. I normally do one once a week once everything is going, but it's still pretty early. I did one about a month ago, seed starting, did some seed organizing videos as well. But I kind of want to show you guys what I've got going on, what's been planting, and how everything is taking over my greenhouse. So if you're new, welcome. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. I love to have people watch my channel. If you have any comments or suggestions or things you'd like to see, again, leave them in the comments. If you give me a thumbs up and subscribe and smash the like button and all that other fancy stuff, I would appreciate it. So get with it and I'll show you how my garden's going. Okay, so for those of you that have not been to my channel before, I am in growing zone 6A. I am in northwest Missouri. It is April 12th, 2021, and so we're just starting to get into the season. I've got a lot of stuff in the greenhouse. Right now the only things I have out are cold weather and annuals. So I wanted to kind of give you an overview of the whole garden. I've got roses up there. I've got these beds here. There's 4 new beds there that I'll show you in a minute. These are all existing beds I've had, the greenhouse. And then down there, my 3 tubs with some things that I planted in there. And then a giant stack of soil. I got it on sale at Walmart at the end of the year last year. So we'll go down here. Now this area out here, this year I'm going to plant out. I've never done that before. I normally do in bed, but I'm going to do some in-ground stuff with zucchini and squash and those vining type plants, watermelon, cantaloupe. I'm going to use the black plastic, so that's going to be something that's going to be brand new. It is so wet right now. I don't know how much rain we got, but it was a half a wheelbarrow in about a day, so it's just been crazy. It's so bad that you can hear the water running under the ground right now. So I just put in today, this is Black Nebula carrots. Most of my seeds I get from Baker Creek here in Mansfield, Missouri. Then I also get things from burpee.com. Couple climbing bushes. I put these rose bushes in last year, so they'll go up over this trellis at some point. Little Jim here and butter crunch lettuce there. These are my giant alums. My mother says allium, I say alum. I don't really know what the correct pronunciation is, but I planted these last fall, and I do believe, I've never had them before, but I do believe that right there is the starting of where the stalk and the bloom will come up. So I'm super excited because I've always wanted them. And if you're wondering why I have sticks, it's so that my father-in-law doesn't mow all my flowers. He likes to mow and he gets excited. These are Brussels sprouts. They are not looking the greatest right now, but I think it's because it is so stinking wet. They're not happy with how wet it is. So if they can just hold out a little bit longer, they'll be okay and they'll make it. All right, my butterfly bush here, which you can't really see. I haven't mowed because, again, it is so wet. I really can't get out here to mow yet, so everything's still untidy from spring. As you can tell, I haven't gotten everything set up yet. I still got stuff just set everywhere. Some volunteer strawberries that I will be moving. Those are all strawberries in that patch. It's pretty weedy. They'll suffocate out the weeds as they get thicker. These are garlic here, and then onions there. I planted those last fall, so they're coming up. A couple little stragglers there at the end. My clematis, which I'm very surprised at how early this stuff is. I guess I just didn't expect it to come up quite this soon. So there are 4 of them here, 4 different varieties. And so they'll start claiming up, and you can see, I'll go on this side so I don't blind you. As you can see, they take over. I have nothing planted here yet. This is an asparagus bed. I've got some asparagus coming up. And then it looks like I've got, something ate it. Oh, see, look at that. Oh, I might have hit it when I was weeding. Whoops, well, I guess I'll just have to eat that one. This is my 3rd year for this asparagus patch, so I'll be able to cut some small ones, but not a lot of them because they take a while to get get seeded or get established. My strawberries, these are one of the very first things I ever planted in my garden. I had this box and that box over there, and those are my very first two I started with. And then the next year I added this one, and the next year that one, and then added on. But this was my very first thing. Oh look, I already have strawberry flowers going. I do not pull and replant. I don't cover them. I don't do squat with them. In the spring, when everything starts, right before everything starts turning green, I take a really big metal hook, drag it through it really mean, and I've never had any problems. I've always said I'm mean to my strawberries, and they apparently like it. I just transplanted my chives. They're doing great. They already need a haircut. Some pretty flowers, astables. Let's see, what are these things? I don't know where the tags went. This is a salvia here. And I want to say this is an astable. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but anyway. So I don't have the tags. They were in there. I try to keep the tags and stuff, so I'll know. My rose bushes, I just put down fertilizer. As you can see it on the ground down there. That one, a little bitty one there. And that one. And then of course my anti-father-in-law mowing sticks. If you have family that's like that, I'm sure you feel for me. My grapes, they're just starting to put on some leaves. I went through and trimmed them back. You want to prune them back quite a bit. I do it in the spring right before there's any leaves or anything, right at the end of winter. And so there's junk all over. We had a huge storm. Everything was blown all over everywhere. So my bleeding heart, which I thought was dead, look at that, is not dead. I'm so excited. Very happy. Very, very happy. And then coral bells. I want to get some more. They have all different kinds of colors. And so I want to get this whole area right here with lots of the shade loving stuff. And then of course my mirror, not that I want to see you, or not that not that I want you to have to see me in the mirror. Hello. But I love this mirror. The bad thing is that so do the birds. So they tend to fly into it sometimes. It's pretty bad. My autumn fire sedums, that they go all the way down a line down the garden here. I'm going to be planting tomatoes for the very first time this year. So my father-in-law was mowing and it was too wet, so you can see the tire marks. But basically those tracks is where my tomatoes are going to go. I'm going to do them from the length of the whole garden. I've got a ton. Because I want to can tomato sauce, spaghetti sauce, and diced tomatoes. I cannot stand the taste of tomatoes, but I do use them in a lot, so that's kind of my goal. All right, in my graveyard plots, that's what they kind of look like to me. With my garden beds, these are bricks from my husband's great-grandmother's house that burned, and so they kept them, so I've used them. Wood, if you aren't sure, just a framing 2x4 is $10 right now. So to buy wood to build more boxes is just astronomical. So I'm using what I've got. I've got these bricks. So there you go. Got some peas planted. They're just starting to come up. I will get out here and get the string up and my frame so that they can start climbing that. I've got about a week before I really have to hustle on that. All right, here I have cauliflower. I have 6 cauliflower across here. This is called Amazing Cauliflower. Amazing cauliflower. And then this is the Waltham broccoli, which I think is just your standard broccoli. One of them did not make it, but I've got 3 of those. I was trying to get them out as early as I possibly could so that I could beat the heat, because it seems like every year we don't have spring. It goes from cold, blistering cold, all of a sudden to god-awful hot, and so any of your spring stuff just doesn't do well. I have 2 different kinds of kale. This is what's called Yod Pho kale. And I actually started these February 5th. And then these are what's called Portuguese kale. And this is the strangest thing. Check this out. Have you ever seen a leaf like a tulip? I don't know, kind of weird. I've never seen anything like it before. Right? And then I've got radishes. And these are, let's see. These are blank because the thing came off of them. They're like the watermelon ice or something like that. I'll have to look them up. Guys, I'm horrible with names. I try, but that's why I have my little markers. But okay, so my greenhouse. I had to clean off all the shelves. I am pretty much at capacity. It is crazy how much I have growing. This is my catnip, which if you watched my video before, you'll recall that there was like itty bitty, it looked like this right here. And now it looks like this. It's doing great. It absolutely loves it. I'm gonna have to transplant it. So I've got some things I'm growing this year. Lemon cukes. I'm gonna do some loofah gourds. Armenian long cucumber. Those are all things that I've never planted before. And then, of course, your California Wonder peppers. I just transplanted these today. Midnight Moon eggplant. California Wonders. More eggplant. This is green tiger zucchini, which is taking over the planet. White Tomasol tomatoes. Some more there. These are Bonnie Best. Martinez Roma tomatoes. The white Tomasol, I got a free package of that. Baker Creek, when you buy seeds, they send you free seed packets. And most of the time it's stuff that you could use, like this white Tomasol. I thought, I'll try it. It was free. I'm not a tomato eater, though, so I'm going to give a lot of these plants away to my mom and some other people that want them. I was mostly interested in the Romas and the Bests for that. And then I've still got some things here, some more California Wonders, my banana wax peppers, and my habanada peppers, which these are supposed to, they look like a habanero, but there is no heat. And so I can't do heat. And then more of the Martino's Romas. Then down here is the butter stick squash. And then these are called Suyo Long. They're the real long, thin ribbed cucumbers, very mild. These are Kukuzi, which is like a gourd, a squash type gourd. They get about 3 feet long. Zucchini rompicante. Then there's some flowers here. Harvest Moon, which they're like a combo between a squash and a pumpkin. They're about a gray bluish color, about 11 to 15 pounds, and they're supposed to have a shelf life of about a year. I got those from Burpee.com. More green tiger, zucchini rompicante, green tiger, crouching dragon. No, I'm kidding. I honestly, guys, did not expect them to get this big. They're literally taking over the world. I bought some more of these pots, these things here from Amazon. I'm waiting for them to come in so that I can finish transplanting the rest of my little plants here because I don't have enough pots. But that's what I've got growing right now in my greenhouse. Just waiting for the weather to turn so that I can get them all in the ground. And hopefully they last long enough. So if your garden is looking a bit untidy, worse for the wear, don't fret. I think we're all there. I still can't mow. It's like ankle deep, but it's so wet. My mower would get stuck. So you just hang tight. Enjoy not having to mow for a while and the excuse that you can't because it's wet. Because after a while, we won't have that excuse anymore. That's all for this week. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you would. I like to leave links and other videos of different people that I watch that I've learned things from in the past. So you might always check out the comments as well, because you might be able to find some of those other channels and learn quite a bit from them too. So until next time, happy gardening.